So Christie, thank you so much for joining us today. We are thrilled to have you.
Thanks for having me.
And I want to know everything about your book. But let's start with talking about, diet and food tips.
It's about shifting the way you think about food. I call it denying. The second you're denying yourself something, you're thinking about the day that you can resume and start eating like you want to again. And then you just put the calories back on, and there's nothing worse for your body than yo-yo dieting. So instead, I want people to become more knowledgeable about food, and through that knowledge, want to gift yourself the good foods.
Going through your book, you had this quite hilarious and candid anecdote. It was kind of just your first brush with Botox, and it was in your forehead.
Everybody was kind of raving about it, and that it gives you this serene, relaxed expression. And I thought, all right, well, I'll give it a try, Wouldn't you know that I'm the one. This eyebrow drooped down like this. I couldn't move my entire expression was like, this side wasn't even the eyebrow didn't arch anymore.
Right.
It's kind of like this. And except this side was like that. And then I just felt really beside the fact that this face was doing this,
You still looked
having the
gorgeous.
eyebrows like that made me really depressed.
You were a sad Christie. Sad Christie.
And finally, okay, back to normal.
Right.
That doesn't work. But Botox can be used in different places.
Exactly.
My dermatologist recommended them for the stringers in my neck and sort of firming this up.
That's kind of the first place that shows aging, right? So it
Yes,
just kind of firms it.
and that was
works.
a place that it worked for me.
Now, I loved this tip you had in your book that you still use Sun-In.
Yeah, but I don't use it. I don't
to
use it
maintain.
the way that
Okay.
it says on the bottle.
So-
And that's very important.
So give us your tip.
But what I do is I pour a little bit out, I take a cotton ball, and then I lift up just the hair that I want and touch it along. And then I take another one and I sort of put it on, so I have little
like
wet
instant
pieces.
highlights.
I use a hair dryer. I usually use that technique when I'm trying to blend a route,
Okay.
I'm lazy about driving all the way into the city and getting, so that'll tide me over, for a certain amount of time.
Now, your two daughters, Alexa and Sailor, are there any sort of beauty rituals that you guys share together? Something you love to do?
Alexa's got us all into mass.
She was the first one.
When we're all together, it's so funny because we hardly ever see her face. She's in her robe,
Wow.
her mask, and a pair of sunglasses. Good morning. Hi. And then before you know it, there's Sailor and me in her, dabbling in all her supplies and stuff. But so we do all that girly stuff together.
that.
It's so fun.
Thanks so much, Christie.
Oh, well,
it was so great
thank
chatting
you.
with you.